right, well, we're going to let our people go to the 9 o'clock hour where Tony Schiavone was in the ring with FTR. And they do a promo because next week it's going to be them against Adam Cole and MJF on Collision, thankfully. And, you know, they're basically telling the story that, and by the way, did you hear Cash mention the Young Bucks? He was talking about all the top teams they've faced and mentioned the Young Bucks, and it got big boos. So apparently in Newark, they may be wanting to boo and cheer Punk, but they only want to hoot at the fucking Buckaroos.
When was the last time the Bucks got a big reaction where they weren't right next to Kenny Omega?
Including at home in bed, I think. Probably not. Not been a while now. But anyway, they tell the story, look, does anybody trust MJF? And the fans chant no, but they acknowledge that you people are liking MJF and Adam Cole right now, and that's fine. But does anybody trust him? No. And Cash tells Adam what MJF is really like. He's a devil. Don't trust him. And Dax agrees with that and likens MJF and Adam to the rich kids that used to make fun of him for being poor and having a job at the fucking Jiffy Mart. And he mentioned this is not going to be your comedy skits. This is not going to be your dance routines. We take this seriously, and you're not. So next week is going to be no comedy. It's going to be an ass kicking. And they did a good promo to sell the match from their perspective. Nobody came in and jumped anybody. We didn't have any attempted murders here. They promoted next week's match. Fine, short, and sweet. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was an all right promo. I thought Cash did pretty good. We don't hear him talk as much. I think he's actually a better talker than Dax when you actually put them both one after the other. I'm going to go back to something I said last week. I think FTR have, or maybe close to, using up everything they needed to as babyfaces, and it's time for them to turn. I think there's a natural aggression that they're showing, and I think they're stronger as heels and babyfaces, especially if they're working with MJF and Cole. That's a babyface tag team. Right now, that's a babyface tag team.
But now here's the thing. I'd love to get another match with Gin and Juice out of this before FTR would switch heel.
But I think they have to.
But should FTR switch heel against Adam Cole and MJF? Because that team cannot last long. Because MJF is the singles world champion. And I know everybody only works one time a week now. But also, again, as we talked about, if FTR turn heel on MJF and Adam Cole, that means MJF and Adam Cole are the baby faces. That means that,
I'm just using that one match as an example because I don't think MJF and Adam Cole are going to be on this show every week, and I think FTR are.
Well, yeah, so you're saying work like heels rather than turn heel.
No, I think they should turn. I think it may not be right away, but I think within the next couple months.
But I'm talking about not in this match.
Not in this match. They're
not going to turn heel on MJF and Adam Cole.
No, I don't think that.
All right, we're straightening out what we're saying.
But I think they should be heels again.
They should eventually. I don't disagree with you there, except that then they've just now got Jay White and Juice Robinson to work with. If they switch heel, who are they going to work with?
After they do that, I think you do something maybe, and you do them against... If you're not going to get Punk and them or someone against the Elite, I think the next interesting thing to do before Punk MJF is Punk and someone versus FTR. And I bet you those would be great matches. I bet you those would be dynamic matches.
Might be interesting. Maybe you're onto something. You have a track record of sniffing these things out.
My nose is clogged. I was in the pool all weekend.
Oh, yeah. You realize that you're just swimming in people's urine at that point, right?
In my own pool?
Oh, I thought you were at a pool. I didn't know you were in your pool. So you're only swimming in your... How many kids you got?
I got 4 kids. They're not peeing in the pool. They're not peeing in the pool.
Do you put the goddamn shit in there that turns purple?
What?
Do you put the shit in there that turns purple if somebody pisses in the pool? And how do you know that they're not pissing? You're relying on kids to tell you the truth about whether they're pissing in the pool.
My youngest daughter literally says, I have to pee, and gets out of the pool to go to the bathroom.
See, that's to lull you into a false sense of security. That way, the other 3, meanwhile, are just, God, they're just spraying everywhere right under the water, and you don't even know it.
Do you pee in the pool?
Of course.
Of course.
Everybody pees in the pool.
When you go to a hotel pool, you're peeing in the pool?
Of course. Because it makes you, you're in running water. It makes you have to piss.
Running water. This pool is running water.
It's human nature.
Okay.
Well, it's circulating. There's some coming in and some going out because people are pissing in it. So they try to filter it. It's only when you notice it's only when they puke in a hotel pool that they close it.
For the record, I stay in my own pool that I own, and I'm certain that no one is currently pissing in it.
Do you use the purple stuff?
I don't even know what purple stuff you're talking about.
You've never heard that story? Oh, for God's sake. When you were a kid and your mom or your dad or whoever would take you to the fucking swimming pool when you were a kid, wherever your pool was that you went to, that they took you to when you were a kid.
It was called the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, well, see, then you've missed out on this because when my mom, like everybody down south especially, and people that don't live right next to the ocean, when you take a kid to the pool, you tell them, now listen, you know that this place here that owns this pool, they put the chemical in the water. If you piss, it's going to turn purple. Immediately around you, there's going to be a giant purple cloud all around you. It's going to tell everybody that can see that within 100 yards that you've just pissed all over yourself in that pool. And won't you be embarrassed? You don't want that to happen, do you? And they say, oh, no, Mommy. Oh, no, Daddy. Well, don't piss in the pool or it's going to happen. You never heard that.
I have not heard that. I'm sorry that you had to go through this.
You know what they call that stuff that makes the fucking water turn purple?
What do they call it?
Nothing. It don't exist. But every kid until they're fucking 18 years old or when the internet came around, I guess you can look it up. Every kid is told that, and it puts fear in them of public humiliation over public urination.
Well, that was the FTR promo. It was pretty good.
Public urination.
And humiliation.
It was better than Taya Valkyrie and Sky Blue.